Hey guys, welcome to episode number 44 of 10-Minute Kick-Ass Coaching. Really appreciate again your time to be here today, as a lot of people tend to be every single day, and if they don't catch us live on the Facebook feed, they catch us on our uploads at YouTube or whatever the case may be. Today's episode is about education, is about investing in yourself, is about taking information. I'm a big believer in taking notes. I have this book with me that kind of goes with me everywhere I go, that has different notes of thoughts and ideas that I typically get. That I can develop things from and help some of my clients from. So, what I want to talk today is investing in your own education, why you should invest in your own education, where do you invest in your own education at, and when do you need to do it, and how do you need to do it. Well, education is very, very important to your personal growth from a personal standpoint and also from your business growth standpoint. So, they're two entirely different things. How do you find an education? How do you find a way to better yourself, better your knowledge, better your understanding? First, we can get into, it could be online. It could be something you search on the internet, on Google, whatever the case it is. It could be a recommended site from somebody, a recommended site from a peer or colleague or mentor of yours. That's a way to do it. You can get at local meetings, local business meetings, local networking meetings, local mastermind meetings, very important, or in person. I have a few people that I mentor privately that obviously it's a mentorship. It's not a paid thing, but I believe in what they're going to do. I believe in where they're going to be down the road. So my contribution to them from an education standpoint is to mentor them for where they're going to be, or where at least I feel they are going to be down the road with their business career. I see a really bright future for many of them, and that is just a mentorship where you try and help people achieve where they need to get down the road. Where do you go to an event? Maybe a seminar, something's coming to town, might be a trade show group, they're having something that's going on. Do you go to something to find those things? Do you belong to, again, some type of networking or peer group that actually gets together and puts these things together? Is that a place where you can get it? Why do you feel you need an education? Well, we all need an education. There's two ways you can get it, guys. You can get it the traditional way, and usually people would say the traditional way is college, trade school, whatever that happens to be. For me, it was the school of hard knocks, screwing things up, figuring out what worked, what didn't work. Education from a college standpoint meant very little to me. Didn't really apply to me. What did apply to me is applying things into the real world, learning from people that have actually done it, and then to do it myself. So very crucial when it comes to the needing of education. From a personal standpoint, you're exercising your mind. So if you're trying to enrich your mind with positive things, of things that can help you grow, the things that can help you mature, help you in your personal life, help you communicate better, help you sleep better, help you live better, help you eat better. Those are all education opportunities. They're just personal education opportunities. But those also parlay onto your business life. I know those two things that I personally do that get me creative when it comes to come up with an idea. One is going to the gym, working out, lifting weights, hitting the treadmill, whatever the case is. The other one is playing music, picking up my guitar, picking up a bass, something I've been doing since I was 7 years old. It's something I still do consistently to this day just because I love doing it. To me, it's my therapy. To me, it's my solace, my place for doing it. But I can create things and come up with ideas that help others, first, namely myself, and then I can help others with what they're doing because of that opportunity. You can't really see it too well back here, but you can see up on the top, there is a bunch of books, a bunch of DVDs. It goes top to bottom all the way down. I call that my 100K shelf, 100K bookshelf, because there's at least 100K worth of investment into those programs. So that's the schooling side, the educational seminar side, but everything I've really got out of there, I've gotten a ton of value and a ton of information, and I've grown both personally and professionally what I've done because of investing in that education. The education did not come cheap. It did not come overnight. It came over time. The biggest education I got was the school of hard knocks that we talk about, where you get out there and you learn things and you kind of get bloodied like in the field, like a soldier does, to learn and grind through things to figure it out. That is the best teacher. That is the hardest teacher. But that's the teacher that leaves you with the most valuable lesson. The lesson being, spend more time learning something first before doing it the hard way. So you need an education. You need to invest in your own self. And I noticed the word, I use the word invest, and I didn't make that one up. I got that from James Malinchak. It's really good. He would say, when people would say, I'd buy this, I'm buying this product, I'm buying this service, I'm buying this seminar, I'm buying all these books, I'm buying that. And James said, first of all, you're not buying a damn thing. Buying has nothing to do with it. You're investing in yourself. So if you're investing in yourself and you're buying different products and books, you're investing in yourself first and foremost, which is the personal nature. Because your personal life goes into order so strongly, you're able to take that and parlay it into your professional life. And your professional life is what you really want to concentrate on when it comes to, obviously, the growth and development of your business, and growth and development of your company, of your firm, of your position in the company, no matter where you're at. So an education is crucial. Personally, in the restoration field, we send our guys away to training classes. And we'll get a training. We've gotten that before. We'll probably talk about it again at some point. But training is invaluable because they learn so much from it. Well, your technicians, your employees, your associates, your senior staff get so much from having that. I've had even seminars brought into me where my staff members were trained. They came into our facility, came into where our meeting room was, and they actually were able to train us, the full staff, right in our own place. So you have the comfort of being relaxed in your own environment and having somebody there, and that worked very well for the most part. But I got the biggest bang for the buck when I sent my people away. It was more expensive, more time, but they were away from me. They were away from whatever distractions were here of the business, phone calls, everything going on. I got the biggest bang for the buck when I sent them away. So their education they got outside of not just the field, but away from home, sometimes out of state, sometimes different parts of the country. But that education stayed with them, and they brought that back into our business. Well, you're no different. If you're investing in your education, you're investing in yourself, you're taking the time to learn something, to grow with something, to learn from somebody else. And that's the key. You got to learn from somebody else. You got to learn what works, and you learn what doesn't work. And you can understand to a certain degree some of that stuff yourself as what they would put under the common sense category, but it's not really common sense. Investing in education, continual learning is vital every single day. Let's just say, for example, me as a business coach, me as an entrepreneur, as a advisor and part owner of a restoration business in New York City. For me, I have to constantly learn. My primary responsibility to the business is to make sure development is coming in, make sure opportunities are coming in. Well, I have to continue to really exercise the brain and continue to invest in myself by educating, learning new methods, learning new things from an efficiency standpoint, learning new things from a marketing standpoint, learning things that are going to make the company, excuse me, at the end of the day, considerably more profitable than it was before I got there. That is my primary responsibility, is to, at the end of the day, oversee the grand scheme, be the regional guy that looks at everything from the outside in and sees where we can grow here, where we can grow there, what can be done there. Is our marketing working? Is it effective? What kind of marketing we're doing. And on another episode, I'm going to get into what different types of marketing you can do for your business. There are a variety of different options, from traditional to direct response to your social media. There's so many variations of it today. That's for a different day. It's a totally different subject. But you need to define where you need to put what. You need to track and learn where things go and what they do. Well, your education that you're getting from wherever you're getting it from is helping you decide, is this a smart move? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing this? You're going to have your gut. You're going to have advisors around you. You're going to have real old common sense. But at the end of the day, it comes down to how much of that education you've learned, how much time you've learned to invest in yourself will apply. I told you the story in a previous episode where I learned how to plumb my future father-in-law's sink from not being a plumber, but watching people learning things. That's an education. If I didn't take the time to learn and watch what these really talented technicians were doing, I probably would not have ever been able to do it. I know I would have never been able to do it. So I got an education from them. Now, the person that trained me on that showed me that, it can be very rough and very demanding, but he's very, very, very good at it. And I spent the time to go through to kind of weed through all the other stuff to learn the gold, to learn what was in there, what needed to be done, what was the most important parts to make sure that whatever I did, if I had to do this in the future, which it turns out I did have to do, I wouldn't screw it up. That takes an education, no matter where that education comes from. Could be following and shadowing somebody, could be having a mentor in your life, could be investing in things. make sure you invest in your education. Invest in your own education is the key word. Make sure you spend the time to learn it. Go away. Find good seminars. Talk to friends. Talk to colleagues. See what works best for you. You're in your own industry. You could talk to different people. You probably have a trade association. You probably have a peer group. You have a mastermind. You have a group online that you belong to that's a group of like-minded business owners. The internet is a great thing. It gives you a ton of options, ton of opportunities out there. Use it. That's your education. I watch some of these different sites, Restoration Rebel and Norp, and different things, people discussing ideas every day and exchanging things that is literally transforming their business right in front of them. And the advice is technically free. They're getting it from each other back and forth. And they're able to help grow their business incrementally just by that alone. But they're getting an education from somebody else. Somebody's giving them a piece of advice on how to do something, what to do. Whether the advice is right or wrong, they're still getting an education. They have to determine what works best for them, whether they feel something is applicable to them or not applicable. But make sure you spend time to invest in yourself. It's crucial. There's no way you can't do it. Spend it looking at books, looking at DVDs. Home study courses can be very good. I own a bunch of them. Live seminars, I've gone to a bunch of those. They're really good. For me, I have that internal motivator. So when I go to a seminar, I actually get the ability to learn and to really get the drive and get the motivation when it goes there. Go to regional workshops, things like that, or even webinars. Get onto webinars from people that you know, you respect, and you've learned from. I get tons of comments every single week from just the videos we put up. The video like I'm putting up today that's helped somebody understand something, understand the value of something, understand maybe something they didn't know before. And that's the key to it, learning something you didn't know before and applying it. That, my friend, is an education. So take your education seriously. You may not have done it in high school. You may have not even done it in college. It might have been a big party. But now in life, you need to make sure you invest in yourself and make sure you take, maintain, and grow your education, your knowledge base. There's nothing wrong with it. You can't take it back. It's one of the only things you have in this world from when you come in to when you leave is your brain and your education. So take your time to invest in yourself. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's today's episode number 44 of 10-Minute Kick-Ass Coaching, where we talk about the importance of an education, where, when, how, who, and why you should have one. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.